What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan... football knows when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benson. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. The Ducks offense takes the field for the first time today. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Guard in the backfield. It's Hughes. Breaks into the open. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They just keep firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Looking for a push on 4th down. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love the aggressive nature and the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it. And not just get it, they score a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short game.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ellison. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Breaks the tackle. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Cougars need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. With jet sweep pass. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Moore will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat in the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off play action. He'll throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. They'll give it to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to sticks him still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Rides the back and leads it on the option. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Give to the running back. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you...
And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the single back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it's amazing that they're only trailing by a couple of points in this game because they've turned it over a couple times and they've been sacked a couple times right now. They have no rhythm on offense right now. You have got to give the defense tons of credit. They are dominating in the trenches. That's the big story so far.
Under fire. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ducks! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Washington State, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll move the wide receiver to the ground with the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Moore to the air. Fires toward the end zone. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man. It's Stewart. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, it's a good decision by the quarterback, and I know you didn't get the first down, but the good news is you got a chunk of yards back, now setting up 4th and short and giving yourself an opportunity to go for it here and keep this drive going.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab past the marker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Another 1st down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too...
Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the 1st half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cougar!
And they didn't start this 1st half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Safe completion on the screen. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore will throw. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He'll take the deep shot. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He's going to take off, trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have.
Turning it on. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain. And they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. And the Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Moore to the air. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Oh, what a cut! Oh, look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. Washington State going back to work on 1st down. Punts it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Fires to the big fella, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense credit. Great stop.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by just 4 to Tennessee. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
This defense is asleep.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Here on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the 1st down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that 1st down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
And as he throws, And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that.
On third down, going up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Benson. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Makes the tackle, really strong, disciplined job, and now we have 1 period to play. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. The hand to the running back. Nice move to keep running. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The offense is struggling. They're not going to win this game. But trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not...
There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Washington State.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
37, Washington State, 17.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be fourth down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll heave it deep. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown, Cougars. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
37, Washington State.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his feet. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense putting points on the board. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point was good to finish things off.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground with the counter. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Ellison. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 20, he's got space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
Man, that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Gives it on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
He's going up top here late in the game. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
Hold.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Washington State will have to boot it away. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.